Welcome to Fighting Over Fiction. I'm Will.
I'm Tash.
And I'm Fraz.
And today we're asking, does the Lego Movie balance its appeal to children and adults effectively?
Finish her! How are you both, lovely people?
Yeah, good, thanks. You did that in one take.
He always does it in one take, eventually.
Oh, yes, eventually.
How could you?
Sometimes that one take is his seventh try, is all.
There we go, see? Yeah, how are you?
I am good. I've been watching, straight into it,
Nice.
WrestleMania.
He's just so passionate, excited about WrestleMania.
I realise isn't fiction, it's completely real. Don't tell me it isn't.
It does look like it's in a dreamland sometimes, though. Like fantastical costumes, big characters.
I love wrestling so much. And I'm fully aware of how bad it is as well. and that's just kind of the great thing about it. It is my guiltiest of pleasures. And I will not be ashamed of it. WrestleMania, baby. What have you guys been watching?
I watched Materialists.
What's Materialists?
So it says it's a rom-com.
Right.
But it's really not a rom-com.
Okay, a movie.
It's a movie,
right.
Yeah. So it's Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal.
Oh, shit, that's a cast.
It is a cast, yeah. So it's basically she's torn between these two guys. She's a matchmaker. She does that for a living, and it's quite deep, which I enjoyed. There wasn't a lot of comedy going on, but yes, I wanted more. It was an hour 52, but we got to the end, and I went, "Is that it?"
Mm-hmm. Did you want more of the movie, or did you want more of Pedro?
More of both. Pedro disappeared about 3/4 of the way through. I went, hang on a minute, where's he gone?
Did you want more substance in the movie and then just pictures of Pedro Pascal for another hour?
Yeah, please. Yeah, that would be great. If someone could sort that out for me, I'd be so grateful.
I mean, luckily you're married to someone who looks just like Pedro Pascal.
100%, yeah.
You do. You don't look unlike Pedro Pascal.
No, you've got the similar look, I think.
You do.
You're really trying to strip poor Pedro, Jesus.
What have you been watching, Will?
I started watching the second series of Smiling Friends.
What is Smiling
It's
Friends?
terrifying.
It is. It's about. Do you know what? I'm just trying to think about it. It just drives me potty, but in kind of like a fun caricature type of way. It's about an organisation that works out of a big yellow smiling face, and what they do is they go around and they have to help people smile.
Is this a TV show?
It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. Okay.
It's an Adult Swim cartoon, so you know kind of exactly what you're getting.
Okay.
Hopefully from that description.
Right, yeah.
It's like Ren and Stimpy meets Rick and Morty, but without the cringe.
Every week you seem to come on and go, I'm going to start watching some really good TV. And then you come on and say, yeah, I've just been watching like crap, or like I finished F1.
I've been watching this acid dream.
Yeah. Speaking of an acid dream, Will, tell us about the Lego Movie.
I'll be glad to. So it was directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the duo behind Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. The animation was designed to look like real Lego, you'll be shocked to hear, down to fingerprints, scratches, and limited movement, even though it was CGI. Chris Pratt voices Emmett, marking one of his major animated lead roles. The song Everything is Awesome was nominated for an Academy Award and became a global hit. The film mixes multiple Lego worlds like DC superheroes, pirates and space into one story, embracing a toy box style of storytelling.
Have you guys seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I have.
It's good, isn't it?
It's really good.
Yeah, it is good. So Lego Movie. This is 2014?
Is it?
I think
that went fast.
I think it is really old. What did you guys think of? I mean, we've all seen Lego Movie before. This is we've all seen it movie. How did you find it this time around? How did you find it the first time around?
It's a roller coaster. It's a visual roller coaster, and I did really enjoy it again. I think having watched it again, I've noticed some things which we'll talk about today that I had never really thought before, which is really cool when you can watch a movie and notice something different, even if you watch it regularly or after a long time.
Did you notice something visually or notice something in the story?
Storyline.
Right? So you interpreted something in a way. I always find this film slightly disappointing, which I can see your sad faces. You're disappointed in me now. It feels a bit empty to me, this film, and I'm not sure I mean, we'll go into the reasons why when we talk about it, but I'm always really excited to watch it. Everyone who watches this movie loves this movie, and I think it starts off so well. But yeah, it leaves me wanting more Pedro Pascal. There's no Pedro Pascal in it at all.
I mean, they need to sort that out
probably
as well.
The problem. Will, how are you on the Lego movie?
Fast-paced, bright colours where I'm not the intended audience. Brilliant. Sold.
Why do you say you're not the intended audience? Are you saying this is a children's film?
I'm seeing this as I'm neither a child nor a parent, so I feel like I'm kind of in this weird gap.
But you do come across as a Lego enthusiast.
Oh, he is.
Is that an insult? Is that a compliment?
No,
I don't know. Okay.
Lego's amazing. I love Lego. I wish there was more Lego in my life.
Oh, doesn't everyone? I feel like everyone.
There is an unstarted box of Lego downstairs, which is meant to be my daughter's, but she's never going to do it. Maybe
we should do that after.
No, I don't share Lego. We're going to talk about that later as well.
You just watched the movie.
Yeah, I fucking know.
Do the film's jokes land equally for kids and adults?
I think it's quite well split and very deliberately. I think the film does have a really good balance of simultaneous enjoyment. So like you've got the slapstick, the visual gags that kids can really... It's easy to see, it's easy to identify with as a child. There's a lot of repetition, like the song Everything is Awesome and Spaceship.
Yeah. Spaceship.
That works really well with the kids, whereas there's a lot of irony and self-awareness and more other references for the adults. So I do think it does blend them quite nicely.
Isn't it funny that we've just watched Role Models, which has like comedy for two different audiences, and we watched Lego Movie, which has comedy for two different audiences. Yeah. It's just interesting. I wonder if that's the same in every comedy. I wonder if that's a thing we're going to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Tash. The line between the humour for the kids and humour for the adults is really, really defined, isn't it? I think there's a lot of clever humour in this film. Like right from the beginning, the like having the bad guy be Lord Business, I think is just absolutely wonderful. And like, who wants to be in a business or go to work? I think it's horrendous. And the plot drop at the beginning, where they essentially they fill out all the tropes of your classic hero story, I think is so clever, because when you watch films with a child, they don't know what's going on. You have to explain what's going on all of the time, like if they're interested in the plot. Whereas in this movie, they spell it out for them right from the beginning, which is not only useful for the kids, but funny for us adults, because it's that whole like almost fourth wall breaking, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing your job for you in a way, in the sense of explaining everything.
Exactly, yeah. And it's like rule number one of storytelling is don't do this. But in this situation, it's almost like a satire on it. It's wonderful. Will, did you enjoy the humour here?
I did enjoy the humour, and I don't know whether I'm enjoying it as an adult or a child, so I don't really know how to split it. I think it's quite clever of how it does divide it up, though. I think for the kids it is just the chaos of it and almost the ridiculousness of it that's quite enjoyable. Again, it's the bright colours, it's just everything going on, it's just the strange sounds that are happening, the explosions on the screen, and then for adults, again, it's kind of like the small quippy lines, and it's not like when you watch a cartoon show and they split the jokes and there's some kind of like innuendo behind the scenes and the parent goes type thing. It's kind of more innocently adult, if that makes sense. Like Law Business runs the voting machines and the history books, and he's it's like the that type of surface.
Yeah, it's really smartly done, isn't it? How did you guys find Batman? Do you find Batman funny, or do you find Batman a bit eye-rolly obvious?
I love Batman.
You love Batman.
And the Lego Batman movie as well is brilliant.
Sure. I remember Lego Batman getting a lot of love. Sorry, Batman in the Lego movie getting a lot of love, which is why he got his own spin-off. I also love how when you run down lists of people who have played Batman, Will Arnett get to mention because of
Lego Batman.
Batman.
I think with Lego Batman especially, that's a good example of the humour, because for kids it's kind of like, cool, Batman, he's dark and he rides around. But for the adults, it's kind of like more of a Batman almost taking himself too seriously in the era that it came out. It's kind of, even with the song, Darkness, my parents are dead! It's just, this is brilliant. And we even nearly missed one of the funniest jokes in the whole thing, which I'm probably going to completely over-exaggerate now, and then you're building up to something even funnier than it is.
Okay, what was the funniest joke in the movie?
The piece of resistance.
Piece de la resistance.
So how long did it take you to get that joke?
Until Tash said it.
Okay, yeah, it didn't land with me straight away, even after several viewings. So yeah, that is very clever. I enjoyed it,
and it sticks to Emmett's back because it's sticky, because it's the lid of the glue.
I mean, it infuriates me that the lid of the glue is sticky, but again, that's
and on the
story.
side as well.
Gross.
Does the emotional core resonate more with adults than children?
So I think that you can kind of take as much out of this movie as you want to. Like you can watch it as a very sort of empty kind of toy advert, or you can really dive deep into the kind of subtext. Like on the surface, it is a don't forget to play with your kids and connect with your inner child trope. Or you can look at it a bit deeper and consider the whole like drone narrative that's going on. Like Emmett's world is an almost dystopian satirization of our own world. Everyone is blindly following each other, not questioning the status quo, listening to the same music, watching the same TV shows, working meaningless jobs. Does that sound familiar to you at all, guys? When this movie starts, like I say, I really enjoyed the start of this film because it does feel dystopian. It reminds me of like almost like Pluribus, when they're all like super happy, or like the Truman Show, and it starts off really creepy, and there's like dark turn and the satire and the almost like Black Mirror style to it, and then it empties out. So I'd say the emotional core resonates more with the children, because for me as an adult, it didn't resonate with me at all.
I disagree with you there.
Please do.
I think that the emotional core resonates more with the adults. I think there is more emotional stuff there for the adults to consume. I think the father-son relationship, themes of control versus freedom, carry emotional weight that adults are more likely to fully grasp. I think what the kids are going to identify with more here is Emmett's journey of self-belief and how his relentless positivity is challenged so much that so it kind of breaks him. And then he's put to the test, and then he showcases his resilience and determination from that. And I think something that kids can really resonate with. If you knock down, you get back up again and you try again, you dust yourself off. But then again, I think it comes together again later, where him breaking away from that system and becoming his real self is something that both adults and children can relate to. Again, adults in our working world and our corporate world and the life that we lead. And then for kids, just being themselves.
So you disagree with me that it's like, so I say it's just the kids and it's empty for adults, whereas you say it's really for both.
I think it's for both, yeah, but two very kind of different threads.
Yeah, for sure. And like I say, I think you can take out from this movie what you want to. Like you really can dig deep into it, like you saying, Will, about like Lord Business is in charge of the voting booths and the TV channels, and like that is a really funny joke because it's a frightening idea. It's dictatorship, isn't it? And you can really run down that thread if you choose to, but I think you do have to choose to. I think you have to want to get more out of this movie than is there in order to take those themes. Will, was your core rocked? Your grounded out, sturdy, six-packed core. Sorry.
Keep going. No, stop there.
I thought you were Pedro Pascal.
Oh, okay, no. Awkward. I think it was more for adults as well. I'm sorry. I think looking at it from a child's point of view for the emotional core, I didn't see it too much there apart from don't get beat down, keep on going type situation, and they're kind of like a bonding with parents if they're at work. I didn't really get too much from that, but as an adult, I feel like I've really read a lot into it. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe I'm kind of then just seeing myself in there in certain situations, especially when it talks about boring person just following the rules, but then kind of not being remembered and stuff like that. I think it's quite. Yeah, I think you're right. In two senses, it's Tasha right. I do think it's more focused for the adults, but then I also do think it's kind of what you take from it as well.
I would wonder how watching this movie in like different moods would affect how you take it. Like if you're particularly down or something, I reckon this movie would really hit quite hard. But I'm very, very happy, so I don't have any. Everything is awesome in my life, you might say. I compare it to like things like Toy Story. Like you don't have to dig into Toy Story. It grabs your heart, it rips it out, it stomps it on the floor, it rolls it in glitter, and it puts it back in your chest. Whereas this movie, you have to kind of offer yourself to it, if you will.
Do the fast-paced visuals prioritise younger viewers over deeper themes?
I don't think so. Not entirely. I think it really well disguises and then also delivers the themes really well. It's not forced upon you. I think, like you said, Fraz, you have to choose to look into it deeply, which I think's a good skill that the movie has, because again, it's not shoved in your face. You can take from it what you want, but the visuals do enough to convey that to you as an audience. I really liked how the chaos and colour represented play and how imagination can manifest itself, because it was absolute chaos a lot of the time. And I thought, wow, like it just shows how, I think it's great kind of marketing for Lego as a brand in a way. It's a great marketing tool because you're seeing what Lego can do and what you can do with Lego and how creative it is. So I think it's just great for that aspect.
I really liked this question, because it is essentially like, is it style over substance?
Yeah.
And of course, there is a lot of style to this movie. Like I say, it's a really unique concept as well, doing a Lego movie. I was really split on the visuals. I thought some of it was really, really clever. The way that they used, this is going to sound dumb, Lego for everything was really creative. Like, especially when there was any kind of liquid involved. We either had the little one rounder Legos for like drops of water, but the way they made like the waves flow was absolutely incredible. Brilliant. Yeah, so good. But I did find it quite difficult to connect with any characters like emotionally, just because their faces were so limited. And again, it sounds kind of ridiculous because it is Lego movie, but plenty of movies have been able to convey like serious emotions with animated faces. Like I offer you Toothless in How to Train Your Dragon. Like, incredible emotional connection in that film. And even Project Hail Mary, where Rocky has no face at all. That's even more impressive. So I would say that when they made this movie, they wanted to look like Lego first and convey a story second. So I would say they did prioritize the younger viewers. I also found it interesting what you say, how it really shows the diversity of Lego and how you can be creative with it, because you can't buy random blocks from Lego. You can only buy the box sets. This whole movie is about how Lego's evil.
Yeah.
Which I found so bizarre. And this is why I found like a kind of dystopian Black Mirror thing for it. Like they're selling us a story which like they are the bad guy. They are the baddies. And yet we're here just eating it up and going and buying Lego.
Do we need to boycott it now?
Should we boycott Lego?
Yeah.
Do you know what? It would be nice if there was like some competition for Lego, wouldn't there? Like something that you can build that doesn't cost £70.
It would be, actually. Anyone out there?
Which they must have what's it called when they must have patented some incredible.
They must have. 100%. There's many patents there, definitely.
Will, how did you find the visuals versus the story?
My whole mind's broken from your comment there. Maybe they are Mr. Business. I mean, the whole point is that he seems great and everyone looks up to him and he does no wrong. And I was thinking, well, the Lego company's never done anything bad. I'm like, wait, have they? I don't think I've ever read anything of them doing anything bad.
Yeah, they were like, stop following the instructions, guys, but you can't buy instructionless Lego. Even their random brick sets come with instruction booklets.
And what you can build.
Yeah, build this.
I'm too horrified for that. I'm moving on. It's such a fast movie. Oh my God. I had to go back. And then Emmett's being interviewed by Liam Neeson at 9 minutes for something.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's like... I feel like that's like halfway through the movie at that point. I don't know why. Is it because they're just so quick at doing the setup?
It's because they plot dropped right in the opening scene. They like almost like cold opened with the exposition of the entire scene, of the entire movie. So that's why. I
think it's quite incredible. I really rated the fast-paced visuals and the colours. Probably the wrong person to be asking that to, because I do enjoy everything like that kind of thing. I would say that I don't know how deeper you really could have taken the movie. It's a Lego movie. When it first got announced, I remember everyone was kind of laughing. How do you make a Lego movie? That sounds so dumb. And then they came out of this. Maybe it was just kind of like a shock pleased factor of, oh, this actually isn't that bad, rather than, oh, it's an amazing movie. It was, oh, it's amazing compared to what we thought it was going to be.
It's funny. I remember that as well, actually. People were questioning how you were going to make a movie about Lego, even though Toy Story has been a massive success, and now we got like Barbie nominated for Oscars.
And Playmobil had a go and it really didn't work.
They tried a Playmobil movie.
Oh yeah, Daniel Radcliffe was in it.
Well, that may have been the first poor step they made.
Maybe.
Daniel Radcliffe isn't good at acting. Don't get me wrong, I love Daniel Radcliffe. He's one of my favourite people in the entire world. Yeah, but he's not a brilliant actor, is he?
He's no Pedro.
He's no Pedro. No.
Does the conformity versus creativity message resonate differently with adults and children?
I think it does. I think for children, it's quite a simple message. Be yourself. Be creative. Don't necessarily conform to what your mates are doing. And then for adults, I think it's like it becomes more critical through questioning systems, control, and I think even like the consumer culture side of things as well. I think also, though, saying that with the message to the children about being creative, I think it does also bring adults back to their childhood in a way, and thinking, stop spending so much time focusing on work and the kind of grind of life and come back to your creative side.
That's interesting that you say that they are trying to bring adults back to their childhood life when they are really really nagging on how bad it is being an adult, aren't they, throughout this movie?
Yeah.
So I think the conformity versus creativity message is much more adult focused. I found the satire of consumerism and clone culture to be so pointed and on the nose. Like Lego even points the finger at itself. This whole movie felt like a mirror to everyone who watches Love Island and listens to Taylor Swift and shops at Primark and enjoys a Starbucks, which is me for a lot of those things. I'm not like putting those people down, but it did feel very adults, look at yourselves, you're all ridiculous, whereas kids just really don't care what you think.
Yeah, I think so. I think the thing. This is what I noticed when I was watching it, and I
is this your new thing that you noticed?
My epiphany moment when watching the film, and it might be going way too deep here, but I kind of had the vibe that the film was trying to replace one type of creativity with another. So when we first introduced to Dad, and he's getting upset at his son playing with his Lego and taking apart all of his pieces, I actually thought, hang on a minute though, he has spent hours being creative and putting these blocks together, following the instructions, creating this massive world. I mean, he put together the world that the movie existed in, right? Isn't that creative in itself? So what is the movie trying to say about that? Is it a case of good versus bad? And it kind of made me a little bit uneasy that Dad was presented as the bad guy. And I think that they missed an opportunity to show that any type of creativity is welcomed. And I think it would have been more interesting to kind of show a paradox. But again, this is coming from an adult perspective. Would this have worked for children? Probably not.
See, I completely agree with you there. I watched this movie. When I started this movie, I really wanted to try and look at it from like an adult perspective. And I wanted to look at it from the idea, knowing that this is all a game, because I remember seeing it the first time and realizing that this whole movie was in fact being played out in the imagination of a child, and that was a really, really cool revelation. But I think that's where this movie lacks rewatchability, because watching it with that in mind, I felt so sorry for the dad. That is thousands of dollars worth of Lego, and like I say, hours and hours of time. Like, if that kid was playing on his dad's Xbox and like deleting all his saved files, none of us would have any kind of sympathy for the kid. It would all be for the dad, wouldn't it?
Or it's like a kid literally scribbling over a canvas that his dad had painted.
Absolutely.
And spent hours on.
The kid's got his own box of random blocks. There's probably about £300 worth. Like, it's an absolute treasure trove in that box there. And he's playing with his dad's wonderful world. The dad is clearly fed up. He's having to glue it all back together.
And I felt like the kid at the end had a kind of this entitled kind of air about him. And it's like, I've got to make sure Dad understands that I want to play with his Lego too. And then when the dad was like, oh no, your sister's going to get to come down. And I was like, oh no, the poor Lego, that's it now. That's it. He's not getting that Lego back.
Well, do you know what, kid? If you want to play with your dad's Lego, maybe you should ask first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole like, and I think this came down with Will Ferrell being in a suit and the bad guy being called Lord Business. I think guilting parents for going to work is very, very like 1990, because it's expensive, especially when you have a Lego addiction. Like we have to work to feed our children, and sometimes that means not seeing your children quite a lot because, mortgages and bills. And do you know what else you need sometimes? A bit of escapism. And sometimes that is a basement full of Lego that your kid isn't allowed in. So yeah, I think actually Emmett was the bad guy. And Lord Business is in fact my hero of this movie.
He's just a guy trying to cope with life.
Just misunderstood. All of those people seemed pretty happy. Everything was awesome for them.
Until Emmett came along.
Yeah, ignorance is very much bliss. Will, have we gone too deep, mate?
I feel like it. Yeah, I feel like it. Putting you two in a room is always dangerous, though. I didn't really read that much into it. I'll be honest. Reading those, listening to those conversations, I'm a little concerned now, and I do feel bad for him. Can you imagine being at work all day and sitting in your office and thinking, "Oh, I just want to go home and move that car up and down and move the cat lady down the street with all of her cats," and then he comes home and then it's just trashed, and then being resorted to using the Craggle, and the Craggle was actually the good guy in it.
Yeah, I mean, I fully...
The Craggle is the glue that holds him together, as well as his Lego.
Well, that's even deeper, mate. That's another step in.
Layers upon layers, this movie. Bricks upon bricks.
So, does the Lego movie balance its appeal to children and adults effectively?
Tash, you go first.
No.
Oh, it doesn't balance its appeal to adults and children effectively. Okay, which way does it swing?
It's definitely a children's movie. It is weighted towards the children. You've obviously got as I said, the messages in there for the adults, and there is the underlying humour that the adults get, and obviously the corporate side of things and the conformity side of things. But this is for children.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you. I think when you balance children and adults like narratives in the same film, they should be through the same story and the same jokes and things. Like in Toy Story, it's not like here's a joke for the adults and here's a joke for the kids. Everything just resonates differently with the adults and the children, whereas this movie is very much like here's something for the kids and here's something for the adults. Like even like looking into the screen with the whole like, oh no, they're in charge of the voting machines. It was funny, but it does separate it. I'm probably never going to watch this movie again now, which makes me a little bit sad.
I think I'm with you on that. I don't think I'll be rushing anytime soon now.
Yeah, but you say Lego Batman is better.
Yes, I think Lego Batman's better.
Do you think they'll ever make a Lego Mandalorian with Pedro Pascal?
No, unfortunately. I think this is the one that's coming the movie that's coming out soon will be it.
This podcast has just been downloaded into an AI, and they've now got that on the production line, I think, at Disney.
Oh no.
I'm surprised there isn't a Lego Star Wars movie. Actually, there is. There's a lot of Lego TV shows, Lego Star Wars TV shows.
They do some amazing Lego Star Wars games, though, so maybe they've just reached the peak there and gone, don't need any more.
I played Lego Harry Potter.
Oh yes, I've played that.
Yeah, I don't like Lego games. I don't
They're
like
very
the lack of movement. Well, there's a limited amount you can do, isn't there?
Yeah, you just end up picking up coins and smashing everything up and collecting coins from them, and that's kind of what I took from it.
Yeah, they kind of killed that in the 90s with Mario, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed because I love Lego. I would have much preferred a stop motion Lego short. Like, give me one of those all day long.
They did do a competition recently, Lego, challenging kids to do their own stop motion movie, and I'm like, that's great.
Yeah.
Using Lego, and yeah, they should do more of that.
Yeah. Will, do you think the Lego movie balances its appeal to children and adults effectively? Do you think you can balance your adult and child sides effectively?
My answer for this movie is, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. We're really lucky that we got a Lego movie and it wasn't trash, and it's really good as long as you don't look at it up close.
That's a really good point, actually. We need to start a discussion at some point about good versus entertaining, don't we? Because this is certainly an entertaining movie.
Yeah,
and it has a lot of positives. How many stars would you give it on Letterboxd? Do you think, like, if you were to score this movie, because it's tricky, isn't it? Because when you have a children's movie, you have to consider what you're doing.
You have to consider the audience, the intended audience here. Based on that, I'd say 3.
So what are we going to watch, or what are you going to watch this week alone without me?
Alone without you. The Simpsons. I have started my Simpsons showdown, I have challenged myself to watch The Simpsons from start to finish.
That is 855 episodes of The Simpsons.
Yep.
I mean, there will release more between now and
When I'll
when
finish,
you
yeah.
finish. How much Simpsons are you consuming at a time?
Like 1 to 2 episodes at a time. So I watched 2 yesterday.
Right.
The first 2, and then I stopped, and then I'm going to move on.
How have you found the very, very old animation?
It's interesting. It kind of reminded me, because I've seen like the very early Family Guys as well, and the animation's a little bit jarring at times, but I think that's just part of the charm.
I completely
part of the
agree.
Simpsons charm.
It's all substance and no style. Back then, it's I'm a massive Simpsons fan. I love the Simpsons so much. I think it's a great show. I'm going to watch some movies this week.
Oh, what you got on the list?
So on my list, I really want to watch Coda. Have you seen Coda?
I've heard of Coda. Coda.
I started it. I literally got about 10 minutes in, and then I realised that it's about deaf people, and there's a lot of sign language in it. I'm like, right, I need to be
to actually sit
I need to be in a
properly,
real focused mood for this movie. Will, what are you watching?
There's just so much good stuff that's been released recently.
Well, watch some of it then. Stop watching silly cartoons.
The more that gets released, the more I watch silly cartoons and Stargate.
Does it become overwhelming?
Yeah, I'm overstimulated.
Okay. Have I ever showed you my TV show table?
No.
Okay, so you need to do what I do and make an actual table, and that will help you. It's like a to-do list.
Oh, nice.
Like, you know your to-do list that you got for your house?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that, essentially.
Oh, too much pressure already.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure watching Lego Movie with you.
Indeed.
Next time, we're going to be doing Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick.
Now, remind me, you haven't seen this, have you, Tash?
I have not, no.
Have you seen the original Top Gun?
I have not, no.
Wow. Okay.
Should you have to watch the first one, or is it a good perspective to only have watched the last one?
I want to watch it from a coming in fresh perspective.
I think that's important, and if you want to go back and watch Top Gun,
I can go back and watch
you
Top
can
Gun.
just watch Maverick again. It's the same movie.
Excellent.
Cool. Have a lovely week, guys. See you later.
And you, bye.
Spaceship!